Since I make my career off of working in graphic and motion design, I spend a lot of time using computers and technology and cameras and digital mediums. And with the years, I've been finding that what still keeps me inspired to work are things that I can do with my own two hands and more of the analog mediums you can work with. For me, I always started with photography, like black and white, being able to develop here and print your own prints. And then, of course, after a while, it also translated itself into screen printing because I wanted to get back to colors as well. Just black and white photography wasn't enough for me. So I do a lot of experimenting with photography in the screen printing medium. And that's where my inspiration and drive still is. Every time taking it a step forward and seeing how far I could take this medium. And that's why also STADT-Lab is the perfect ground for me to work in, because you can perfectly integrate medium of analog photography with screen printing and creating something with physical ink. Going back to black and white film, I started missing colors a lot because that's a lot what I see when I want to capture an image, and it's what I'm connected to. So it was interesting for me to learn screen printing so that I can go back to color photography and actually create an image with ink and my own two hands on a piece of paper that is my color photography, or at least using it or integrating it somehow. And that's how I think STADT-Lab is the perfect place for me to still find my little breaks and moments of inspiration and creating, because it integrates the two techniques that I still love using, which is being able to print a black and white photo and even use that as a base to add some colors and compositions on top of, or to actually take my color photography and be able to translate it on my own. During my studies, I did an Erasmus program semester in Schwäbisch Gmünd and loved the whole atmosphere of how studies work here and are so much more calm and fun. And it was the winter semester, and during our Christmas break, we took a trip to Berlin, a group of friends, to check it out. And for 24/7 had the best time of our lives and fell in love with the city. And it was just great memories and sentiments. And when I decided to relocate, I immediately had in my head Berlin. Yeah, so we came to Berlin, and since I moved to Berlin, I live in Wedding and have been doing analog photography just for my own fun. And then an old friend, who is also now a member and was before I was as well, came here actually to screen print and told me all about the darkroom and the facilities that are here and the whole concept of the lab. And I came with another friend who's also a member now, and we did a workshop in photography, introduction photography workshop, where we learned how to develop our own negatives and print our own prints. Oh, no, it wasn't on purpose, vetting. Actually, I had a friend that was living here at the time who told me, no matter where you find a flat, take it, unless it's in Wedding. Don't move to Wedding. And of course, the only flat that we got, I moved here with my partner at the time, and the only flat that we got was in Wedding. So we're we did it. And since then, we just, slowly got to know the neighborhood and to love it. I love the mix, and I love that there's great places to go with a little space in between that you can take a breath and have a nice walk and also arrive to a great cafe. And yeah, I've been there since.